Alright, for those people that's following on me adding the adaptive cruise control, finally got it figured out. I have yet to test it to see if it will actually work. But right now I got this forward collision warning because I do not have the heads-up display, nor do I have my rear view mirror plugged in. Still waiting on the windshield for that. Then I'll have to run the other two CAN line wires through the firewall and splice it in where the CAN line wires run from the mirrors to wherever underneath the dash. But anyways, I was struggling trying to figure out. I keep getting a bunch of these U codes, not invalid. It's not liking the codes that I have. Here's the other two codes there, which is lost communication with heads-up display, because I do not have it wired up yet. I haven't really decided. I don't really want to butcher up my dash to do it, so I might just tuck the module underneath the dash somewhere out of the way, because I'm not really wanting to cut up the whole dashboard just to fit a module onto it. But then the other one that I have, the other code, is lost communication with image processing sensor. That is the rear view mirror. That is because I do not have it plugged in. That's one reason why. But I was also getting a code where it's not liking my steering column control module code for the steering wheel. I did have to switch this out, but no matter what I was trying to do, I could not get the thing to work. But as you see, you can see the little car. You can see how it's adding more lines to it. Take away the lines. That is going to be your distance that you see. So this one here is going to be right up on their tail. Then that's starting to back away from them. Then you also got the resume and set when you want to set your cruise control. Also, if you want, you can just have just regular normal cruise control. But at the moment I still get that forward collision warning because I guess it's not seeing the rear view mirror and the heads-up display. But I've been made a little list of what I'm trying to do programming it. So don't know how well you'll be able to see it. ABS, I believe I have to make a change, but I believe I will have to switch out my ABS module because it's not liking this number that I put into it, so I'm still looking into that. A steering column control module. The Ford F-150 spreadsheet shows to make a 12. Well, I've tried that. I keep getting an invalid. It did not. It will take the code, but it did not like it, so it did not work for the switch. So compared it with the 19 Fusion, and it says to make it a 19 instead of a 12. It says to make it a 19. Now, what you see here for people that's probably wondering where do I put the 12 at? On this block 7240301, the first two number you change that to a 19. At least in my case, I had to do it that way. So cruise control module, the 7640101. That was mine already, but I compared it to a 19, and I had to change it to this number there. Then the instrument panel cluster, I was able to do this in the easy mode. It already had it, but if you want to do it in the as-built data, 7200101, the first block, not the first number, but the second number, make that an F. Another one on the IPC is the 7200102. So not the first block, but the second block, and the first digits, you want to make that a number 5. Then for this last one, for the IPC, 7200401, mine, it had a, they wanted me to put an E as an elephant. It would not take it, so come to find out, on the 19 Fusion, it has the letter 0 on it. So body control module, I tried this number here, and it didn't like it. So this is what I had mine go to. So the 7261301, you want to look at this last number, letter C, then this next one here, a 4. I had to make mine there. The 19 Fusion, it may have a different firmware, but I tried from the 19 Fusion was a 0 and a 6. It did not like it, so I went on back to there and changed it to a C and a 4. And so far, after doing the DTC codes, because I was getting a code where it was like a BCM initial configuration error, so it didn't like the number that I had on it. So after I changed it back to there, no body control module codes. The only module I have that's giving me the codes is the cruise control and the IPC. The IPC is because it is not seeing the rearview mirror with the camera on it. But once when I get that plugged in, those two codes will go away. Now I just have to wire up the heads-up display, and that will go away, and hopefully by that time it might work. I'll keep you guys updated if it does work out. But right now, all of my functions work because I always got that forward something front camera or something like that where it's not aligned up properly, so you had to align it. But I was having that problem, I could not get it lined up. But after comparing my data with the 19 Fusion, that code went away. So I don't know if it's already pre-aligned or if it's if I need to align it again. But basically everything right now control wise work. I haven't actually tested this function out yet to see if it will actually slow down when I'm behind a car. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm getting it. I still, like I said, got to run the wires through the firewall so it can be tagged into the rearview mirror camera. And once I get that plugged in, it uses the cruise control, uses the module up front on the bumper, and it'll use the camera up front to look at the car, and I guess for maybe the traffic sign recognition, and I guess for forward collision warning. So maybe that's why I'm getting that messages. So that's where I'm at right now. So hopefully it all works out. I'll keep you guys updated.